Vivid Seats empowers fans to get to the events that shape their most vivid moments and memories. We traveled to Chicago to visit Vivid Seats.
I am Stan Chia, the CEO of Vivid Seats. At our core, Vivid Seats is a multi-sided marketplace technology platform that has best-in-class products on both sides of the marketplace. When you look at the ability and the track record that we've had of innovating and driving value-added, differentiated product, I think what we've built stands on its own.
Vivid Seats has ticketing's only loyalty program, and fans can earn rewards on every purchase that go towards ticket credits so they can get to more events they love even more often. So the core mechanism of this program is a buy 10, get the 11th ticket free promise, where fans accrue credits and their 11th ticket can be essentially free. Last year, we looked at the humorous ways that fans would spend their free 11th ticket, and we even launched the 11th bonus center play in ESPN's Top 10 Sports Center feature, which was a first of its kind. And then this year, many more fans have earned that 11th free ticket. So we're diving into how they're using that ticket, how they're reveling in rewards, whether that's 11 famous TikTokers or whether that's a celebrity like Larry Fitzgerald who wore number 11. We're really aiming to kind of explore how fans revel in their rewards.
Our steadfast focus on the fans and the customers and the sellers instead of the competition, that's really what's driven us to continue to innovate and I think out-innovate those in the space.
Vivid Seats is innovating from a place of strength today. We are thinking about our customer experience. We're embedding key foundational elements into it, including our loyalty program. It's really the bedrock of how we are differentiating ourselves and making both an experiential and economic benefit for our customers. We've seen success in investing in core capabilities for our marketplace, for sellers and for buyers, whether it's that search experience that's going to bring the next best experience to the forefront for that customer, the next live event that they are dying to see, or for our sellers who are working to bring the best inventory to our platform in a really easy to use way. Really, what are the products that we can provide to our sellers so that they can bring the best inventory to our consumers?
We're here for the fans because all of us here are fans. A lot of passionate fans in this building, whether it's Swifties who are kind of donning their best friendship bracelets and sparkles to head out to the concert, or in my case, my family's trying to get to all 30 ballparks. We've been to 20 so far. All of us here are fans. We know what it takes to be a fan. We know the lengths that people will go to for their fanhood, and we want to make sure that we're there facilitating amazing experiences.
I like to think at Vivid Seats, our secret sauce is really our people. It's their dedication, their fanaticism with continuing to work tirelessly to build products to enable everyone to experience it live. We've got an amazing mission where we want to get everybody to every live event that they'd like to get to, and I think the ability to be tireless as we work towards that goal is something that has differentiated us. And when you look at the people we have that really are really motivated to get people there, I think ultimately that is the secret sauce at Vivid Seats.
We're really proud of the community that we have built here at Vivid Seats. We are committed to ensuring that we create an environment that is inclusive and that celebrates diversity. We also have ERGs who keep us on our toes. We call them our Vivid Seats communities, and we work with them very closely to make sure that we are continuing to create people, events, and activities that not only educate but celebrate all of the different cultures and identities that we have here.
We're very excited to operate within the live events industry because we are enjoying a dynamic where we have both growth in supply and demand. On the supply side, you have artists with concerts and theatrical performances where they generate the vast majority of their income from live performances. And on the consumer side, on the demand side, you're seeing consumers prefer and prioritize experiences over goods, and so they want to spend more time at live events, and it's the perfect intersection of supply and demand, and that has driven strong historical growth and we think sets us up for a long time to come.
One of the most amazing things about Vivid Seats as a platform is not only our ability to continue building industry-leading and differentiated product, but it is that ability where we're able also to deliver record-setting financials that deliver growth and profitability. When you look at our time as a public company, We've reported 7 quarters. Every quarter has been a record quarter. When you look at our projections from when we were going public, we've since added over $1 billion in GOV to the top line while continuing to add profitability and cash flow. So when you look at our organic ability to continue driving growth and differentiation, I think we are differentiated on the products that we build for our constituents. We are also differentiated from our peer set in the marketplace platforms that we can deliver both growth and profitability at the same time. My name is Stan Chia. I'm the CEO of Vivid Seats, and we are trending today.
Unlike other art forms, this art experience is powered by its fluid dynamics and undeniable spirit. Let's visit Hawaii Fluid Art.
I was painting one afternoon, and my husband says, "Hey honey, I don't think you're supposed to cuss while you're doing a hobby. I think it's supposed to be fun." And I realized right then and there that there had to be a better art form that people could feel good about. And so I started playing with paints, and I watered them down one afternoon and tilted them around a paper plate, and my art form was born. The first person that ever reached out to me was a gentleman whose wife had had a traumatic brain injury, and she wanted her life to be more normal. So I started teaching her classes. I had converted my garage into a studio, and she started remembering her time with me. And she didn't have a short-term memory anymore, but she would wake up and say, "I did art yesterday, can I do art today?" I took that platform and realized that so many people needed this escape and this way to create to feel better about who they are. And I placed some ads on Facebook, and I introduced my studio as Hawaii Fluid Art, and I invited the public to come. That's how Hawaii Fluid Art started.
So someone walks into the door, they look at the colors, they are wondering, what are you all about? We give them the tour, and as we give them the tour, they get to experience the beautiful colors that are all over the walls, the different things that we offer. They figure out how they want to create their art piece, and we walk them through that process, and then they come over to the class or to the table, and we demonstrate with them what needs to be done, and then we walk through with them the whole process, and they get to experience the aloha spirit because they're having fun. They're creating something that they don't know or they didn't think they could create when they walked in the door.
The name of the business is Hawaii Fluid Art for a few reasons. Number one, it was started in Hawaii. We specialize in fluid art, but that's just the generic reason. The people in Hawaii are full of love. They're absolutely full of the aloha spirit, and they give to people without being asked. They want to spread love and joy, and we want to spread love and joy. So I actually was honoring the Hawaiian people, sorry, by naming it Hawaii Fluid Art because they're the best humans I've ever met.
The aloha spirit represents the culture of Hawaii, the people of Hawaii. If you've ever had an opportunity to experience who they are and what they represent, it just basically means a lot of love. Treat others the way you want to be treated and treat people with respect, honor, and love. That's the secret sauce.
The fluid art process is we layer paint in a cup. There are different techniques that use different methods, but the majority of them, you're layering a cup with different colors of paint. And you fill that cup all the way up, depending on your canvas size. And that's where the magic happens. Once you pour that cup on that canvas, you create something incredible. You've got this, piece that you're like, I didn't think I could ever make something like that.
Franchising in itself, I do know that not all franchisors have the ability to have the foundation that we have made and created. And that's a testament to Maya. She had that vision, and she wants each and every franchisee to basically open up a notebook and be able to run your business. And in lieu of that has been a lot of behind the scenes work that's been done to create that foundation and those steps and processes and procedures.
In the last 4 or 5 years, I've owned 9 different businesses, either started or bought into 9 different businesses. And I've seen times in my life where I was working 100-hour work weeks. Here, it's like our employees want to be here. We want to be here. It's very simple. A bad day in the studio is like you ran out of paint, a bad day in some of the jobs I've had in the past was like we lost $5,000 or $10,000 and we may not recover, and so it's just really simple. and it's been so great for our family. It's been great for me to be home with my family.
I was kind of worried, honestly, because I had seen us owning different businesses ourselves and the workload of that. But I think being able to let giving us time back with our kids and our family, and when I say like, oh, I gotta go work at this studio, it's not like they don't get upset, they just want to go with us. Being able to own a franchise and get that time back, decide my hours, hire the hours I don't want to be there, all in all, it's the perfect situation for our family and could be for a lot of families.
The employees that we have and the team members that we have all have a vision that matches where we want to be, what we want to give, and who we want to help. And so when you have hundreds of people with an aligned vision to create something bigger and more beautiful, it becomes a very powerful thing. Integrity, strength, kindness, inclusivity, all of those things are what Hawaii Fluid Art is really about. My name is Maya Ratcliffe. I am the founder of Hawaii Fluid Art, and we are trending today.
Refabbed is a site designed to bring you everything from decorating on a budget to fun and easy DIY projects. Let's take the journey with Refabbed.
I know a lot of people hear Refabbed and they think, oh, transforming a piece of furniture or a home, and that is part of it, but it's twofold. God took me, sanded me down, made me new, and refabbed me. And that is like the story of my life. And so it's also the story of my business. So those two merging together is just what created the name for me. My name is Brooke Riley. I'm the owner of Refabbed and the Refabbed Boutique. Founded in 2015 after a health scare that had me in the neuro ICU in Vanderbilt from just being overly stressed at my corporate job. My whole world was just a rat race. I just felt like a hamster on a wheel. And we had tried so hard to have kids. It had been a long journey. And so finally I had these two young kids and like this life, but I was too stressed out to enjoy it. That put me into a spiral that caused me to have a mini stroke, and I ended up in the neuro ICU in my late 20s. I decided I was gonna start a blog. I love to write, like that's another passion of mine. And I was like, man, I can write about what I'm doing. And we had just moved into a foreclosure home. We had flipped that, me and my husband, and I could show all those before and after pictures and write about the stories behind them, because stories are what makes something worth reading. I started doing that. I started the blog while I was still working full time, and it just started kind of taking off, started flourishing. Not making money, but flourishing, to whatever a blog does. Within 6 months, my husband and I decided, let's come home, see what this can do, and be mom. Go home, be mom, be wife. Don't be running the rat race all the time. And then see where this can go, where this business can go. At the end of 2015, started it in May, and December 31st of 2015, I said goodbye to the electric company and started on my journey.
We've been very fortunate. We were warehousing our product inside of our mobile home as we were raising two kids inside of it as well. And now we were fortunate we had a shop out here that's about 2,000 square foot. Now we're in a shop 7,000 square foot in town. And now we're actually building a new warehouse that is 18,000 square foot right down the road from us. So we're really excited about that. We've been able to develop opportunity, a lot of job opportunities. And that's one thing that we are more passionate about than anything now. I think, obviously when you start a business, you start it to make money. From that, it's grown to something so much bigger for us. It's about offering jobs within our local community. Our roots are here, and we want to continue to be able to offer jobs and grow more and more with that. So even with the boutique being 18,000 square foot, we left a room on the back to be able to expand it. So hopefully we can continue to offer more and more jobs here.
So as the company has grown over the last almost 9 years, things have changed, things have grown, things have blossomed. Started a boutique, the Refabbed Boutique. I've got a coaching group, a mastermind, I've got my own product line. Like a lot of stuff has happened and grown because of the success of the company and what started as the blog. Social media exploded because of live video. I do a lot of live video. And so my social media following on Facebook is close to 1 million people. And as the influence has grown on Refabbed, both in
the form of social media following and the form of just the people that I touch in the business world, my goals have just kind of slowly changed as time goes on, and it's not about making money, it's about making a difference. With any business, you gotta make money, you wanna make money, you wanna find that monetary success because you can't do anything without money. What I've definitely come to understand as my business has progressed is that it's the people that matter, and it's each of these people out in my community that I know I touch in the online space or in person that make all of it worth doing. And I just want to keep making a difference and see, where God takes me.
Hey everybody, it's Brooke with Refabbed. It's Wednesday, hump day.
I first saw her crafting online on Facebook, and I was just like drawn to her personality, and I was like, oh my gosh, she is so creative and awesome. I was at a blogging conference and I saw her and I was starstruck because I was like, oh my gosh, here's my favorite person. She didn't know me, but I felt like I knew her, and I was like, Brooke! And I'm sure she turned around and was like, who is this person? Because I already knew her personality and I connected with her, even though I didn't know her, when her coaching group opened in August of 2019, there was no question. It was like God had put her in front of me first, finding her, on Facebook, then again at this conference, and where she goes and talks about opening the coaching group. I'm like, I'm in. It helps me and it helps others because she's like a cheerleader. Sometimes I'll be working and I'll think, what would Brooke do? That's the kind of relationship that I want to have anytime I'm learning something. It's like she's your best friend giving you the best advice, and all you've got to do is do it.
I knew I was walking in my purpose because as soon as I started the business, I just felt so much peace, and God just kept blessing it and giving me those God winks that I was where I was supposed to be. And I just knew that the opportunities were gonna come and I was just gonna ride out the journey. My name is Brooke Riley. I'm the owner and founder of Refabbed and the Refabbed Boutique, and we are trending today.
Looking for a great snack that is both healthy and delicious? Find out more with Protein Poppers.
Well, the history of Protein Poppers is me. I was an executive working in the corporate world and said, I'm going to take a step back and go out on my own. So in 2018, I said, I'm going to actually make a healthy snack. So I set out to make a potato chip, named it Protein Poppers. We want to bring to consumers is a healthy alternative. I was the person, like everyone, not eating lunch, too busy, and I ran into a store and I couldn't find anything healthy to eat. And we want to bring a snack, whether it's for the youth playing Little League sports or someone like me that wants to keep healthy, a healthy snack alternative that actually tastes good. The very first thing I did was bring in my business partner and founding partner, Chuck Yeiser. Chuck's a dear friend of mine, been with me a long time, one of my mentors. So we started in 2018. As we stated earlier, couldn't find the right manufacturer and finally created the right product. But what's most important to us, the name of our founding company is actually 104 Sales Group. And there's meaning to that. The 10 and the 104 is the month of October. That's my daughter Nicole's birthday. The 04 is April, which is my daughter Taylor's birthday. I'm proud to say Taylor works with the company now. Hopefully one day Nicole will join us, and we really are a family-run organization, and each and every one of our employees are part of our family. We're very fortunate. Just on our second manufacturer, we found a great manufacturing partner. Outside of finding the manufacturing was making sure that we had the right ingredients to meet all the necessary things that we had in our product.
Protein Poppers pretty much check all the boxes. They are non-GMO, they're gluten-free, they're kosher, they're vegan, and high in protein. So pretty much anybody can consume them. When I first tried the product, I absolutely loved Protein Poppers. The fact that you could have that much flavor in a chip and be healthy at the same time was very impressive. I think people need to eat healthier, including my children. I have 3 children, and I'd much rather have them snack on a birthday cake chip than a regular potato chip or cereal for that matter.
One of the things that was very important to us, and I think separates us from competition, is that we added a lot of attributes to appeal to a lot of people. When we started the product, Nielsen ratings told us it needed to be protein and gluten-free. We said, let's add vegan, let's add kosher, let's make it non-GMO. But now recently we've added so our products are no known allergens. We're really important to target everyone in the country. Most importantly, protein poppers received a certificate to be approved in our schools as a healthy snack. We participated in an obesity fair in Los Angeles this year, and what a rewarding program that was, to see so many people that work so hard to get themselves healthy. And the reaction to our brand was so great that we plan on doing several obesity fairs this year, helping out and getting people healthy and feeling better about themselves.
Watching people consume the product for the first time is mind-blowing. Once they have the flavor and taste, they want to sample all of them.
The flavor profile of protein poppers is different. It tastes a lot more like a chip, and some of them taste like dessert, some of them are savory, but I think there's a flavor for every palate would be the best way to describe it.
The next is continual improvement. We want to continue to improve. So here's our current bag of protein poppers, a great looking bag. We were told maybe it could look better. So our media department, led by Jessica, did a great job and created the new and improved packaging. Seems simple, but we're getting our message out and we want to improve. The other thing we're doing is listen to our consumers. Our 1 ounce bag is sold mostly in convenience stores now, so we're coming out with a larger bag, a 4 ounce bag for grocery. You'll see us before 2025, we'll have a larger bag or a multi-pack for club stores. So we're continually want to improve the packaging, but we're also going to do different packaging for different channels of business.
Protein poppers has the best ingredient, and me as an executive chef, when I cook for somebody, I have to give the best to it. It's like when I'm cooking for my grandma. So basically it has to be the best product and the best healthy food and the best quality on that.
I think the hardest thing when you're on a workout regimen, you're trying to work out multiple times a day or multiple times a week, protein's going to be a major factor in it. And so if you can actually get these protein boosts while it's tasting good and a quick snack, that's the ease and convenience and the taste of it is, it makes it the ideal snack.
We've done a lot in the community, we certainly need to do more. But one of the things we've done, we sponsored a hot chocolate run, both here in Tampa as well as Detroit. There'll be over 5,000 runners, and when they're done, they'll get their daily protein with protein poppers. You can purchase protein poppers on our website, myproteinpopper.com, Amazon, many independents throughout the country, and many other retailers throughout the United States as we continue to grow. I am Doug with Protein Poppers, and we are trending today.
Aditude is a team of ad tech innovators obsessed with helping publishers. Let's meet the team at Aditude.
Aditude is a AdOps technology service provider that builds innovative, forward-thinking technology that really helps publishers maximize their ad earnings.
We serve ads on the internet. There's very large players like Google. What we try to do is focus less on optimizing revenue from an advertiser perspective and focus much more heavily on development. Our main product, even though we're serving ads on the internet, is not the ads, it's the tech behind serving those ads. Rather than leveraging open source code, which most of our competitors use, we built 90% of what we do in-house. We don't white label any other solutions. If there's an idea or a concept or a product out there that we want to offer our clients, we just build it ourselves. Rather than focusing on just the advertiser relationships, we focus much more heavily on the tech side of things and how websites can make more money without showing more ads. Just a very unique perspective on the ad space.
I was the CFO of another company, and Aditude was a client of ours. As an outsider, I got to see them at the early stages of when they started making their shift from being primarily like a services company into a technology business, and just seeing that hyper growth. And each month sort of seeing it sort of growing and growing and growing, and just being like, oh, what's going on over there? It seems like there's some really interesting things that they're doing. And when the conversation started with Jared about coming on board, it was sort of a logical next step for me, because I was like, oh, there must be some really great stuff going on. I'd love to just sort of join that the company and see what else they can do.
We're a small, nimble shop, great talented developers and engineers, so we can actually turn out some custom code very quickly and do it in a way where it really helps the publishers. And in a market where there's a bit of turbulence with ad performance and ad earnings across the board, we actually have the ability to address a lot of those concerns and just build some really, superior technology.
I think it's just a customer-focused service organization.
So we work with all different types of publishers, so content creators, from gaming sites to major sports sites to celebrities. We really run the gamut.
Aditude is a company of, I'm just going to go with the people. We're all people that I think pride ourselves on our work, and we really take it seriously. And we are people that, more than anything, I think we take it as a personal reflection of ourselves when our work is then released to our clients. So, when things go wrong, it's not just a matter of like wiping our hands with it. We're all people who take that really, really seriously, and we really care about the fact that our names are on these relationships, and we want everybody who works with us to be like, that team is great. It's about people who like genuinely really care. I've worked places where people are not my problem, not my triangle, I don't need to deal with that, or like, oh, it's my off hour. We don't have a lot of that here. It's like, oh, there's something that's going on, let me figure out what that is. And I think that translates. And I always want to be a part of something that all of our clients, I think, know that that's how we are, and that's important to me personally.
Through our technologies, we are reaching 250 million people around the world on a weekly basis. The long-term goal for Aditude is to be the largest ad tech provider in the world. Right now, we consider ourselves, based off the data that we have, to be the largest header bidding technology company in the world right now. But there's so much more we can do within a year or two that we can start building out. We already are building out things that get us broader into the industry. So we want to be really known that like we're out there and we're driving tremendous value for publishers.
Every employee that we hire, every client that we take on is a firm believer in our approach to the way we run our business. We've become a very, very, very tight-knit group of employees. We're not just a company, right? We're a family, and we see ourselves, staying together as a team in perpetuity. My name is Jared Siegel. I'm the CEO of Aditude, and we are trending today.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Trending Today. For information on these brands and more, visit the sites on your screen and join us next time on Trending Today.